Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Bird the Nerd with another comic book market report for you guys. It's September. It's hot. It's kind of cold actually here in Seattle, but I still got a market report for you guys. I got about 10 hot comic books, quote unquote. It's not your regular comic books here. It's books that I've just been looking over in the market. So we'll see what happens. I do appreciate everyone's support. If you guys do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, tell all your friends. I'll try and do more of these market reports for you guys within all things collectibles, Pokemon, comic books, video games, who knows, toys, One Piece again, who knows. But I do appreciate everyone's support. Leave a comment in the comment section below, and let's get into it. So I got about 10 comic books for you guys this month or this week for August, and I'll keep these rolling. Hope you guys appreciate the report today. First off, Batman Dark Patterns. I guess this book came out earlier this year. I really do like the theme for this book, and I like the spec as well. The spec isn't necessarily like, is this new character coming to a big screen? It's just, I think people are just gravitating towards him because he's so weird, and this cover speaks volumes. I don't know why this isn't up for a candidate for comic book of the year, or if it should be, but $15 for a near mint. I like this spec, and yeah, I do enjoy all of it. It's really cool. So anyway, next up, here we go. Ultimate Comics All New Spider-Man #1. This is from the 16-15 edition. Now, I like this book better than UF4 #1, or UF4, not #1, but #4. I think he gets a better value. A 9.6 is basically a 9.8 because it's really tough to get this in a 9.8, but 126 for a 9.6 book. I think if you find a 9.8 for $200 or a little bit less, that's a great steal. It's inevitable that Miles is going to come to the big screen, but think about this. The generation that loves Miles is not even in the working, not even the workforce yet. So eventually these books will start to increase in value because of the whole, nostalgia play. I still think it's a good value at 126 for a 9.6 in this book. I would not try and get this raw and upgrade it. It is just so tough to get this in a 9.8. I've submitted about 8 of these books. I thought there were 9.8 candidates, and none of them got 9.8s. They did get 9.6s though. So happy hunting. Next up, ASM 300. I just want to do some specific Spider-Man books today because I think it's really white hot. $8.95 for a 9.6 direct of ASM 300, which I think is amazing. I think it's a great price for this book. It's still liquid. People are still wanting to get this book in higher grade, and a 9.6 is a pretty good deal for $1,000. Not to mention, I'm not even going to mention the 9.8s in this book, but I'm assuming that they're pretty high. But yeah. Anyway, so 9.6, almost $1,000. If you're in the market for ASM 300, you want a higher grade, you're gonna have to pay quite a bit of money for this. So good luck hunting for this book. Next up, Ultimate Spider-Man #3, the first print specifically. Now, looking back on this book, I wasn't very it wasn't really spec worthy in my opinion, just because Ultimate Spider-Man had already been done and we're doing it again. But 220 for a 9.8 is insane, but I get it. I like the story. I like the possibilities with this book. I know they're wrapping up the Ultimate series like pretty soon, but I wish I bought 500 copies of this and just put them out, kind of slowly. But this is going to be around for a long time. I think honestly, it's going to be around for quite some time. And 220 for 9.8. That's fair in today's prices, but there might be opportunity in other books that have first prints or first appearances. But I do understand that 220 is the going rate for this in 9.8. Next up, Silver Surfer Black #5 with the 1 in 200. Now, you guys all know I love Null. This is a Null book. 9.6 sell for $124.99. This book doesn't come up very often for sale. I think just because there's not a lot of it. You have to buy 200 copies of Silver Surfer Black to get just one of these. I do have a 9.8 up for $200, or sorry, $150. So I'm just going to keep this in my PC. I'm trying to whittle down my personal collection here, but I like this in a 9.8 for $150. And Null's going to come back. I just know he will. And if you're a Silver Surfer, if you just like Donny Cates in general, I like it. Next up, Invincible #2. You guys know I had to put an Invincible book in this list, but 9.8 goes for about $800, which I think is pretty fair. Now, the heat of this book is still pretty high. I did see one go for like $1,000, and 800 is just common. I think the market's coming down a little bit. I think we got pretty excited about Invincible, but now that there's no new issues or new books coming out for this series, there's no new show coming out, or I should say new season. I think it's time to take it down a little notch on Invincible. But yeah, if you want this in 9.8, I don't want to really chase the FOMO on this. I think this could come down a little bit more, but if you are just can't wait and you're too antsy on this, $800 is you're gonna pay for a 9.8 in this book. Oops, wrong slide. Okay, Invincible number 25. Before I get into this one, just want to say thanks everyone for your support. Hit that like button, subscribe to all your friends, and I'll keep doing these videos. Nonetheless, Invincible 25, first appearance of Science Dog, one of the main, I guess, heroines, characters, allies, whatever you call it, of Invincible. He hasn't showed up yet, I believe. I like the Battle Pope appearance better. Shout out to Topher, comic book purse. He put out a first appearance of Science Dog. But this one ain't bad. I mean, I would say if you're a Science Dog completionist, you'd have to get this. 182.50 for the first appearance of Science Dog is pretty good. I assume that they'll probably come out with a series for Science Dog again, like a solo series. And I think it'll do well. I don't know what Robert Kirkman has up his sleeve, but whatever he's doing has turned into gold. He definitely has a Midas touch right now. But 182.50 for an Invincible 25 in a 9.8, that is pretty solid. Good luck. Happy hunting. I found one for $25 in the back issue bin, so kudos to me. Staying with the Spider-Man theme, Star Wars Secret Wars number 8. Now, with anticipation of all the new MCU movies coming out next year and beyond, I still think this is a key book to get. When I was, kind of specking back 2022, 2021, I would always use this as a barometer to how the state of the market was. I remember back in the day, this was going for like $800 to $1,000 in a 9.8, and people were paying that. But nowadays, I don't really know. Not so much. But I gotta say, a Secret Wars Canadian price variant and 9.8 going for $1,700. That used to be $3,800 back in the day. I think that's pretty high still, but it is a Canadian news price variant in a 9.8. Very tough to get. I have a 7.0 that I may list very soon. But if I were going to spec on best of best, I'd probably try for a 9.0, 9.6 in a Canadian price variant, because let's go for not as much as the 9.8. There's a pretty good gap in value there. So nonetheless, there you go. And last but not least, War of the Realms, New Agents of Atlas number 2. This is the first appearance of one of my most beloved new characters, Swordmaster. $400 for a 9.8. That's down quite a bit from the recent highs. But Shang-Chi number 2 ever comes out and it does well, this is going to go up in price. And Lin-Lee is actually coming back, I believe, in the new Wakanda cartoon series. This is just only speculation. This is going up. I think that's probably why it went up a little bit this past month or so. But I am here for it, and I have a 9.6 that I bought for about $150 that I'm going to try and press and get a 9.8 out of. But we'll see what happens. All right, everyone. Thanks for your support. I do appreciate everyone's support throughout the years and throughout the time I've done these videos. If you guys could do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, keep a comment in the comment section below, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.